I've just arrived on this remote beach where we're gonna be spending the next couple of days spearfishing and fishing with the boys, eating only what we catch. And one thing about this beach is that it's known for having a bunch of goats that inhabit these cliffs. So hopefully that's not gonna be too much of a problem for our sleep tonight. But apart from that, I'm gonna get in the water because it is getting super hot out here. And yeah, hopefully we'll bring some food home to eat tonight. Hopefully a big lobster like always. But yeah, I'm gonna get in the water, so see you guys in there.
So this was actually our first time ever diving this area, and we were all mind blown by the marine life that surrounded this beach. And for some reason, a lot of lobsters were out of their caves in broad daylight, which is really unusual, but a good sign that this dive was going to be successful for us. And seeing all those lobsters, we decided that we were only going to take a single big one that would feed all three of us, and also spare a couple good eating fish that we would give to our family and friends once we get back home. Anyways, our dive started off well. I found this old spear gun that must have fallen off someone's boat that still worked pretty well. But what was amazing about this place is the more we swam out into deeper waters away from our campsite, the more marine life we were discovering. We can safely say that this reef was really healthy, and a healthy reef always comes with sharks, which makes shooting fish a lot more complicated. For example, although I stoned this fish I just shot, he still managed to attract this big nurse shark. And after spearing a couple more of these triggerfish, which are really sustainable and good eating, we were eventually surrounded by sharks and barracudas, which together make shooting fish almost impossible. Especially with barracudas that can reach a speed of 36 miles per hour, and having a fish in your hands while having a hungry barracuda around you is never a good idea. So with the sun going down and us not having a lobster to eat for dinner, we decided we're gonna focus on finding and catching that big lobster we were looking for initially. Which is easier said than done. After searching for a while and finding a lot of very young ones which are of legal size, but we will need to catch 3 to 4 of these to feed all of us, we started turning back towards camp. And for some reason, all the big lobsters I've been finding lately are always in the shallower areas. And this time was no different. I spotted in the corner of my eye what seemed like an average sized lobster crawling right below me. I took a deep breath and headed towards the bottom to check it out. And the more I got close to it, the more I started realizing its size. And the fact that I didn't have any gloves and that the hole he went in was barely the size of his body, I wasn't 100% sure I was gonna be able to land it. Now that we have our big lobster, we can head back to camp, dispatch him in the most human way possible, and I'm gonna show you guys how we prepare and cook this lobster, and stick with us for some fishing action tomorrow morning. So yeah, let's get into it.
So what I've done is basically remove the tail part from the head that we're gonna keep for later, obviously. And I've cut it in half, and now we can season it and put it on the grill. And we're gonna be saving the head for later. Bring it home and we're gonna steam it up because we don't want to waste any of this big lobster. Okay, so now this lobster's ready. I can take it out. Look at that. Perfect. So the lobster's fully cooked. I've taken it off the fire, put some lime on it, some seasoning, and now I'm ready to take the first bite. Right now I'm heating up some of the meat for the boys. They're coming out of the water right now. And yeah, we're gonna go set up our hammocks and see you guys later. I'm in the hammock right now waiting for the sun to go down, and this is a super sick spot. Hopefully tonight the waves are not gonna be too bad, but right now it's not that bad. It's still not reaching us. But yeah, stick with us for tomorrow. We're gonna go do some fishing, some jigging, We'll see if we catch something, so see you guys there.
This morning's target species is the yellow eye snapper. They're really good eating and are super expensive here in the Caribbean. And as we arrived at the spot about 6 to 7 miles offshore, we started pulling up fish from depths of over 400 feet. But like always, when the fish are biting, the sharks are never very far. And after getting our expensive lines cut over and over, we decided to head back home with a couple fish in a cooler and finally get some much needed rest. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.